Picture the retirement you've always imagined. Maybe it's a house that's paid off, mornings with no alarm, enough money that you're not watching every pound, enough time to do the things you kept saying you'd do one day. Now let me show you what's actually going to happen. The state pension age in the UK is already 66. It is rising to 67 by 2028 and likely 68 within the decade. In the US, full Social Security benefits don't kick in until 67, and that age is also moving. The average UK pension pot at retirement is £61,897. To fund a moderate retirement income, you need closer to £3 lakh. And the average person reading this right now has not saved anywhere near enough. Not because they're irresponsible, because nobody sat them down and told them the truth about what retirement actually costs or what to do about it. This video is of that conversation. Let's have it. The retirement crisis in the UK and US is real. It is here, and it is affecting people who are working hard and doing everything they think they're supposed to be doing. But here is what I need you to understand from the very beginning of this video. This is fixable. Not easily, not overnight, but fixable. And the earlier you understand the problem clearly, the more options you have. In this video we're covering why the system is broken and what that actually means for your money, the pension gap most people have without knowing it, the 3 things that will determine whether you can actually retire, and the exact steps to start fixing it this year. Stay with me, because the second half of this video is where it gets useful. The retirement system in both the UK and the US was built on an assumption that no longer holds. It assumed that most people would work for one employer for most of their career, pay into a defined benefit pension, the kind that guarantees you a specific income for life, and retire at a fixed age with a predictable, comfortable income. Almost none of that is true anymore. Defined benefit pensions' final salary schemes have been almost entirely replaced in the private sector by defined contribution pensions. The difference is enormous. A defined benefit pension pays you a guaranteed income for life. A defined contribution pension is a pot of money that you build up, invest, and then draw down from. If the investments perform badly, if you didn't contribute enough, if you retired at the wrong time, that's your problem. The risk has been transferred entirely from employer to employee. Most people don't know this has happened. In the UK, the state pension currently pays £11,502 per year, the new full state pension for 2026. That is £1045 per month. To put that in context, the average UK monthly rent is now over £1,200. The state pension does not cover rent in most UK cities. It is a foundation, not a retirement income. In the US, the average Social Security payment is around $2,074 per month. The average American's monthly expenses in retirement are estimated at over $4,000. The gap between what the state provides and what retirement actually costs is not a small rounding error. It is a chasm. This is the system. You didn't design it. You didn't choose it. But you are living inside it. And the only way to protect yourself from it is to understand it clearly and act accordingly. Here is a question most people cannot answer. How much is in your pension right now? Not approximately, specifically, to the nearest thousand. Most people have no idea. They know they have one, or they think they do, but they have never sat down and looked at what's actually in it, what it's projected to be worth at retirement, or whether that projection is anywhere near enough. In the UK, you can find your workplace pension details through your employer, your pension provider's app or website, or by searching the government's pension tracing service if you've lost track of old pensions from previous jobs. If you've worked for 3 or more employers, there is a statistically high chance that you have a pension pot somewhere you have completely forgotten about. In the US, check your 401k through your employer's HR portal or your plan provider directly. Your Social Security projected benefit is available at ssa.gov. Look at it. Many people have never checked. Once you have the number, run it through a pension calculator. The UK government's Money Helper pension calculator is free. So is the ARP retirement calculator in the US. Put in your current pot, your projected contributions, and your target retirement age. See what the projection says. For the majority of people who do this exercise for the first time, the number is not good. It is not even close to good. But knowing the number, however uncomfortable, is the only way to fix it. You cannot close a gap you haven't measured.
Everything in retirement planning comes down to 3 variables. Get these right and retirement is possible. Ignore them and it isn't. It is almost exactly that simple. Variable 1. How much you contribute. The single most powerful lever you have. Every extra pound or dollar you put into a pension or investment account today is worth significantly more at retirement than the same pound put in 10 years from now. This is compound growth. We covered this in the investing video, link in the description. In a workplace pension, your employer matches some or all of your contributions. Not maximizing that match is leaving free money on the table every single month. In the UK, auto-enrollment sets a minimum of 8% total contribution, but 8% is almost certainly not enough for a comfortable retirement. The target most independent financial advisors suggest is between 12% and 15% of your salary across your working life. Variable 2. When you start. Every decade you delay starting costs you roughly half of your eventual retirement pot due to compound growth. A 25-year-old putting away 200 pounds per month will retire with more than a 35-year-old putting away 400 pounds per month purely because of the extra 10 years of compounding. The cost of waiting is not linear, it is exponential. Variable 3. What your money is invested in. A pension pot sitting in the default cash or low-risk fund, which is where most automatically enrolled pensions land, may be growing at 2% to 3% per year. A pension invested in a diversified index fund has historically returned 7% to 10% per year over the long term. On a 30-year pension horizon, the difference between 3% and 8% annual returns is not a rounding error. It is the difference between retiring and not retiring. Enough diagnosis. Here is the prescription, in order. Step 1. Find every pension you have. Use the UK Pension Tracing Service, or check with every employer you've worked for. In the US, check every 401k from every employer. Consolidate old pots where possible fragmented pensions are harder to manage and often sitting in underperforming default funds. Step 2. Check what your pension is invested in. Log in to your pension provider's portal. Look at the fund your money is sitting in. If it says default, lifestyle, or cautiouses, and you are more than 15 years from retirement, you are almost certainly in too conservative a fund. Switch to a diversified global index fund. This single change, made today, could add tens of thousands of pounds to your retirement pot. Most providers allow this online in under 10 minutes. Step 3. Increase your contribution, even by 1%. 1% of your salary into a pension feels like nothing today. Over 20 years with employer matching and compound growth, it is thousands of pounds. Increase it by 1% now. Set a reminder to increase it by another 1% in 6 months. Incremental and automatic is the only approach that actually sticks. Step 4. Open a stocks and shares ISA alongside your pension. In the UK, a SIP self-invested personal pension or stocks and shares ISA lets you invest independently of your employer. In the US, a Roth IRA sits alongside your 401k. These give you flexibility your workplace pension does not. 4 steps. All of them are achievable this year. None of them require a financial advisor. All of them matter.
Here is the hard truth, and I'm not going to soften it. If you are in your 40s or 50s and you have significantly underfunded your pension, you cannot fully close the gap with a few extra contributions. Time is the ingredient that compound growth needs, and you cannot buy more of it. What you can do is reduce the gap significantly. Every year you act, every contribution you increase, every fund you switch it makes a material difference to the number you retire on. Not perfect, but materially better. And if you are in your 20s or 30s watching this, you have the most valuable thing in retirement planning. You have time. The cost of waiting one more year is real, and it is permanent. But the benefit of starting this year is equally real and equally permanent. The system is broken. The state cannot provide what it once promised. But the tools to build something independently pensions, ISAs, index funds, compound growth are more accessible than they have ever been. You just need to use them. The generation that retires comfortably in 30 years will not be the generation that trusted the state to handle it. It will be the generation that understood the problem early and acted on it anyway. That can be you. The system is not going to fix itself. The state pension is not going to be enough. And hoping it will somehow work out is not a retirement plan. But finding your pensions, switching your fund, increasing your contribution by 1%, and opening an ISA alongside your workplace pension that is a retirement plan. A real one. And every single part of it is something you can do this year. You are not too late. But you are not early either. Every month matters now. Now, I want you to drop a comment below and tell me, when did you last check your pension? Last year? Never? Or are you just starting out and trying to figure it all out? Whatever stage you're at, tell me, because I genuinely read every comment on this channel, and the answers to that question are going to shape the next videos I make. Your situation matters. Tell me where you are. If this video helped someone who needed to hear it, share it. It might be the most important thing they watch this year. I'm the Skint Investor. New video every week. See you then.